Hello everyone. This week is Dyslexia Awareness Week, so I thought what I could do would be to share just some ideas, tips, tricks, activities, things that I do with groups, and hopefully you could find something that you can take back into your own classroom. So things that I do down here in groups benefit all students, not just students that are flagged for having characteristics of dyslexia. And I thought what we could do would just be to start off by reviewing the three-part drill, which is something that we have learned about a couple years ago. I know we did a little bit of a refresher at the beginning of the year. The three-part drill consists of 3 drills: the visual drill, the auditory drill, and the blending drill. And for all of those drills, you will use your card pack. Your card pack is created by randomly placing the cards for the concepts that you've taught in class. Or if you are remediating a student, then you would be pulling concepts based on where they are working. So if they're not working at grade level, then concepts from previous grade levels or previous semesters. So keep in mind that this is based on who you're working with, which cards are in your pack. So for your visual drill, the goal of the visual drill, and these are short, 2 to 3 minutes, but the visual drill, the goal is to show the card, which includes the grapheme, and the student will state the sound, the phoneme. So you'll hold up the card and they would say, oh, and so on, all through your deck. So they're stating the sound for each card. In the auditory drill, you have the cards and you are stating the sound, and they are spelling the grapheme that makes that sound. So the letters are the letter combination that makes that sound. So the first goal, visual drill, the goal is to state the sound. The goal of auditory drill is to spell the sound by writing the letters. So we use sand, glitter, Play-Doh, shaving cream, wiki sticks, anything that's multi-sensory, even dry erase paddles. We switch it up every day, and so I will state a sound. They have to write what letter or letters make that sound. If a letter has more than one sound, then they split the sand tray in half and they write both ways to represent that sound. So if I say A, then they could write the letter A, and then we've learned the vowel team AY, they write AY on the other side. Something else to mention, that they are only writing the what they've learned, the concepts they've learned so far, and they're also only stating the concepts that they've known so far. So if they have not learned about a certain concept, they aren't expected to state that, and it's not a teachable moment. You wait until they've learned it for it to become part of the drills. So the last drill is the blending drill, and as I'm doing my auditory drill, I am sorting my cards into 3 stacks based on the auditory placement in words. So on the back of the cards, there's some helpful information. It will list if a letter has more than one, can make more than one sound, give some examples of words, could also give, just some additional information, like, for example, this is never used at the end of a word. You'll never find it at the end of a word. So those types of things are on the back. But also on the back of my cards, I have them labeled based on their positions. So green means first position. Yellow is a middle position. And red is an ending position. So here's our yellows, reds, and then sometimes we have some that can occur in the beginning or the end. So they have both dots. So by sorting them into the 3 stacks, which you can't see, but they're in 3 stacks in front of me, that gets me ready for my blending drill. So then I can move directly into my blending drill. A lot of times I use a blending board. I'm going to share later in the week some other things I do with blending. But we have a couple extra blending boards available for checkout. If you would like to use a board, you can also just leave them or lay them down on a countertop or on a kidney table and do it that way. But for the blending drill, they're isolating each sound and then blending them together. So it's hard to kind of see here, but w, g, wog. And they're reading left to right. I don't know if the camera's filming it correctly, but it should be left to right. It might be opposite from what you're seeing, but w, g. And then I can just wag, wag. It's fairly quick, just like the other two drills, fairly quick. It will create some nonsense words, which is fine because we're trying to get them to isolate each sound and then blend it together. It doesn't matter if it's a real word or not. You can use your large, or we've given you the picture deck, large cards. We also have these small blending decks that we'll be getting to you. They're smaller than the big cards that you have. They still work fine for blending. They're marked on the back based on their positions, like I said. If you would prefer a larger deck, there are specific decks you can download that I will include in this email that you'll have to print, but those are available as well. Hope this was helpful for the 3-part drill. I'll have more tips tomorrow.